Okay, folks, we are back doing today's product review for CJ Sports, Collectibles, and more. Here, just zoom on in there for you, let you see it. CJ Sports, Collectibles, and more, located in the Cottonwood Mall, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today we're talking about PSA grading. Well, we're talking about grading in general. There's a number of different authenticators that you can use. There's here you go, just zoom in there for you. There's the GMA, there's here you go, there's the PSA, there's the SCG. There's a couple. There's a Beckett grading, BCG Beckett grading system, and a GMA. So these all got different, benefits, drawbacks to using them. I really like the PSA, to be honest with you. It's one of the most, reliable authenticators out there, along with Beckett grading. What is PSA? PSA is Professional Sports Authenticator. Or authentication. In this case, we're not doing sports. We're going to be talking about Pokemon cards, but in short, it's a way to authenticate your cards, find out what the quality, the condition of them is. We're going to be doing another one of these later about sports cards, but right now I just wanted to talk specifically about the grading Pokemon cards. So we had a lot of people come in, CJ Sports, ask us about this, ask us if we have the cards, ask us if it's worth it. It really is double-edged sword here, to be honest with you. Some things I really like to get graded, and come back to it. It really comes down to the quality of the card. If you're doing this as an investment type of thing, me personally, if I'm going to be spending over $100, maybe close to $200 per card, I'll be thinking about getting it graded. A lot of times, if I'm looking to get a nice card, I will shop the graded version to see what the comparison difference is. Sometimes you pay 20, 30, $50 more for the graded version, which in my opinion is a lot nicer way to do it if you are buying cards online. Now, a nice thing about buying cards directly from Chris and the folks at CJ Sports is that you never have to worry about them being authentic. These come directly from the packs. We have reliable source. We have a firm vetting system, so when you buy a product from CJ Sports, you always know that it's authentic, and we guarantee it. There's a couple nice cards here that I did pick up from Chris. They weren't not inexpensive. Eventually, I got to the point, how Pokemon does it. You got your variants. I wanted the rainbow card. For this rainbow card, the price on this was substantially more than these two. So I started looking around, seeing what a PSA 10 would cost. The PSA 10 was far out of my budget for this, but I decided that the PSA 9 was a few dollars more than an ungraded version, and it was well worth it. Again, really nice card here. The thing I like about this is that it shows that it's authentic. There are a lot of fakes going around right now, and there's also a lot of fake PSA. So we're going to do a whole nother video on this, showing you how to tell the difference between a real and a fake card. But just go this real quick with you. One of the telltale signs here is that you've got this PSA label, and this actually has a holofoil in it. If you get there you go, you can kind of see it. If you get one of these that does not have the holofoil with the PSA, it's just been Xeroxed, then that's a very clear indicator that you've got a bogus card here. Another nice thing that they do in this digital age, they've got this scan on the back here. This is so cool. I did it right before I did the video just to make sure it worked. And you can scan this little QR code with your phone. There's a little app for it here. And there's a little number, and a corresponding number will come up with the PSA site. This is so cool. And it'll tell you this is the number that goes with this card. It'll show you the card, the front and the back. It'll have all the specs on there, and it'll tell you pretty much what it tells you here. So it's a way to double check to make sure that you actually got what's supposed to be in the case. Really nice. Some of these cards, drawback to it, you can come back with a lower graded card if you send these away. I don't know if there's really any reason to send away for a 6 or a 7. 8.5 is kind of pushing it, but you never know. Again, some of the different companies will be more generous or strict. That's part of the reason I do like the PSA and the Beckett compared to the others. You usually get a pretty accurate grade. Now, I have not sent off any cards yet, to be honest with you, because of everything that's going on in the world. PSA's just been backlogged, and I'm going to advise waiting at least a year or two, saying this in 2022 till they get their act together. Nothing against them. It's not the quality that I learned to expect from them. So for example, here's a 10 gem mint. So it's nice to have, it is nice to have a nice 10 gem mint in your collection if you're looking for a really nice card. This one just happened to cross my path. There you go, it just says gem mint, but this is from GMA. So if you were to take this card and send it to PSA and they were to break it out, there's a good chance it might not come back a 10. Hence the reason for buying the PSA product. So should you get your cards graded or not? Well, here I'll show you. This is a great example. Here's 3 cards, really nice. I started out because I like to collect the Charizard here on the right. It's a die cut card. There's a lot of really nice detail. A lot of really nice detail here cut out in this. It's a really special die cut. And if you look at it, I didn't realize this at first, but it matches up perfectly to the Charmander and the Charmeleon. So, you know, you get the one card and they kind of make you want to collect the other two. So I got these. This is a really nice card. Started looking at it closely here. This is almost gradable. I would really like to get that graded. I already had, actually, this one that I had. This is the one that got me started. I picked up this card, came back in 8.5, and I can see why. It's got some dings on it, and of course you're going to get those if you don't take care of it. And so I would like to send this card away just to keep it safe. As you can see here in this one, it's got this nice, really nice little foam insert here that keeps it from shaking and moving around, which will keep it from getting damaged. This one, on the other hand, does not. So if you're not careful, it'll shake around in the case and can cause some damage here. Nice thing to get that would be a nice card to get graded just to keep it safe. Here's another example. Just want to go over this real quickly here with you folks. This was a really expensive card. I don't remember what this was, but it was definitely more than $100. The 10 was really worth more than $100. And anyways, I've shopped around, found this 9, and I was really happy with it. This one over here I picked up, believe it or not, for less than $100. And I think it could pull off a 10. So I'm going to send this one in, again, to authenticate it, make sure that all the corners are nice. But this is a nice card that might be worth sending in. Again, you want to always take a look at the corners, the fronts, the backs, make sure there's nothing glaringly defective to it if you're going to send these in to get them graded. But there's a couple options for you. Most of the things that you're going to pull out, I don't think are going to be worth grading. But every once in a while, like I said, here's a couple examples of cards that I would recommend getting graded. And here's a couple examples of cards that I wouldn't necessarily recommend get grading. But either way, folks, there's a quick little overview here from CJ Sports and Collectibles about grading your cards. PSA, come in, like us on Facebook, shop our collection. We have both graded and ungraded Pokemon cards, packs, booster packs, boxes, all kinds of wonderful stuff located inside the Cottonwood Mall in Albuquerque, New Mexico.